Hello and welcome to Fact Feed. Today we came up with another thrilling episode of Unknown Facts. Buckle up and let's dive right into the topic. Have you ever wondered about the unseen ripple effects of war? We're all familiar with the obvious heart-wrenching images of war, the destruction, the loss, the strong-willed soldiers on the front lines. But what about the hidden hazards that aren't as widely broadcasted? The impacts that extend far beyond the battlefield, reaching into the environment, the economy, and even the very fabric of our societies. These are the aspects of warfare that often remain under the radar, yet their effects can be just as profound, if not more so, than the immediate horrors of war. In this video, we're going to delve into the lesser-known facts and hazards of war. We're going to expose the unseen, the overlooked, the unspoken, from the environmental destruction to the psychological trauma, from the cultural heritage loss to the economic impact. We'll reveal 10 such hidden hazards. So, get ready. Prepare to uncover the unseen aspects of warfare. Let's delve into the 10 lesser-known facts and hazards of war. First, we have environmental destruction. War often leaves a devastating impact on the environment, leading to deforestation, pollution, and habitat destruction. The Vietnam War's use of Agent Orange is a chilling testament to this, causing lasting environmental damage and health problems. Next up is cultural heritage destruction. War can erase centuries of history in an instant, destroying irreplaceable cultural heritage sites, artifacts, and historical monuments. This loss fundamentally alters a region's identity and history. Third, the economic impact. War doesn't just cost lives, it also incurs immense economic costs. These include the direct costs of military operations and the long-term consequences such as reduced productivity, infrastructure damage, and the burden of caring for veterans. Fourth, war forces millions to flee their homes, leading to a refugee crisis. Displaced people often face food shortages, disease, and inadequate living conditions in refugee camps. Fifth, psychological trauma. War wounds the mind as well as the body. Many soldiers and civilians suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and other mental health issues due to their experiences in war zones. Sixth, unexploded ordnance. Even after a conflict ends, hidden dangers like landmines and cluster munitions remain, posing a persistent threat to civilians and impeding post-war reconstruction. Seventh, child soldiers. In some conflicts, children are recruited and forced into warfare. This not only puts them at risk of physical harm and psychological trauma, but also violates international law. Eighth, chemical weapons. Their use in warfare can wreak havoc on both combatants and civilians, resulting in severe injuries and long-term health problems. Ninth, war profiteering. Some individuals and corporations profit from war through the sale of weapons and supplies. This raises ethical questions and conflicts of interest in the military-industrial complex. Finally, war's impact on education. Armed conflicts disrupt education systems, preventing children and young adults from accessing quality education. This can have long-term consequences for a society's development and stability. The reality of war extends far beyond the battlefield. The impact of these lesser-known facts and hazards is profound and enduring. The aftermath of war lingers, shaping societies and individuals long after the conflict ends. The environmental devastation, for instance, can last for generations, altering landscapes, disrupting ecosystems, and causing lasting health issues. Cultural heritage losses, too, leave an indelible mark. When historical monuments and artifacts are destroyed, a piece of a region's identity and history is lost forever. The economic toll reverberates for years, reducing productivity and straining resources as nations struggle to rebuild and care for veterans. Displacement, too, has long-lasting effects as refugees grapple with food shortages, disease, and inadequate living conditions, often for years. And let's not forget the psychological trauma that haunts survivors, disrupting lives and leaving deep mental scars. Even the hidden threats like unexploded ordnance continue to endanger lives and hinder reconstruction efforts. The scars of war are not always visible. Given these realities, the pursuit of peace becomes even more critical. Imagine a world where we invest in understanding, diplomacy, and dialogue rather than in the machinery of war. Envision societies where the resources saved from warfare are used to uplift economies, preserve cultural heritage, and enrich the lives of individuals. Think about the potential of a peaceful world where children grow up free from the shadow of conflict, where education is not disrupted by the sounds of gunfire, and where the environment is respected and preserved. Reflect on the possibility of a world where psychological trauma stemming from war is a thing of the past, where our shared cultural heritage remains intact for future generations to appreciate and learn from. The pursuit of peace is not just a lofty ideal, but a practical necessity for the well-being of individuals and societies globally. Remember, the cost of war extends beyond the battlefield, and so does the pursuit of peace. Alright, that is it for today. I hope you liked this video. If this video sparked your curiosity, smash that like button. Want more unknown facts and updates in coming videos? Hit subscribe. Until next time, stay curious and take care.